Up the stream once again. Hopefully this time it will work. Any of y'all see it?
Hold on.
Yes, we are back. We are back once again. Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Good icons. Oh, yeah.
I'm sending you guys the new stream link.
Okay, good.
Alright, well, damn it.
We are now streaming again. Well,
Wait, I think I sent the wrong link.
Things went poopy, so just make sure.
Uh-oh. Stinky.
Uh-oh, poopy.
Yeah. So now we are back to part 2 of the thing. So
alright, yeah,
this is like part 1.2.
Make sure everybody on Twitter knows what we're doing and has the updated link.
Switch the title. Switch the title to part 2, David.
Will do.
Revenge of the Gamer.
Revenge of the Gamer.
No, that should be for the next one. Should be for the next one.
Part 2, Revenge of the Gamer.
What, you laugh when he says it, but not when I say it? Oh, fucking...
Yeah.
This is ginger supremacy.
That's racist.
Yes.
Because you're fucking Australian doesn't mean you don't have rights, yeah, cunt?
No, it does mean you don't have rights.
Oh, righto.
It's the law.
I am law.
You're not Judge Dredd. Only Carl Urban is Judge Dredd, and Carl Urban is from New Zealand. You don't count.
Is he
Wait.
really?
He's from
There's
New
a
Zealand.
difference?
He's from the DLC expansion?
Yeah.
Wait, but if Australia is basically New Zealand, or vice versa, does that really make a difference? Answer's no.
The answer is one gets rights and the other doesn't.
Oh yeah, David did read that Deadpool fanfic, didn't he? What
Yeah,
an
I did.
asshole.
I did that entirely. I did that entirely to bother Xavier, but it regularly gets a disturbing amount of views. It's like in my top 5 or top 10 most viewed videos monthly. I'm pretty sure. It's very disturbing.
The gamer kills Jason Todd with a Wii remote. The big bad beast set. Us, sorry.
Who did?
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
Did you switch the title, David?
I'll do it once
No,
it's compiled.
part one.
No, you can do it right now mid-stream.
No, I know, but that would require me switching windows out of games.
Right, it would require
We'll just do
him
it
to...
during like a cutscene.
Well, it means that the feed goes black for a couple of seconds for the viewers, and I don't want to do that right now.
Aww.
I'm thinking about you viewers. It's very important for you that we think about you guys all the time, and not about our own personal safety or sanity or anything like that. It's all about our audience.
Oh god, why did the gamer shoot Barbara? Because she was a fucking phone, like she plays games on the phone. I don't know what you call these people. Mobile gamers?
Well, there isn't a social identity built around people who play mobile games. They're just people who play video games and they don't make a big deal about it.
Right, but the gamer doesn't like that. We established earlier.
He's a fake gamer girl, that's why.
What?
She's a fake gamer girl.
Oh, right, yeah. That's why he shut up.
Is Xavier there still, or did he leave?
Yeah, I was putting away my food after I ate my last fries.
Oh,
he didn't.
I'm so sorry for you.
Why?
The game is lagging a bit. Yeah, it is.
The gamer.
David, the game's lagging a bit.
Nothing I can do about that, sorry.
The gamer doesn't like that.
Well, I don't care what the gamer likes or doesn't like. I don't simp for him.
Is there a way to lower the bit rate or something?
I already did.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Huh. Huh. Oh.
Aww, ooh woo.
Why did the gamer shoot Barbara?
Because she was the
beat him
robot.
No, she beat him at Counter-Strike.
That's a good excuse.
And then he's like, "Let's see you try bunny hopping now!" And he shoots her in the spine.
You know, this says a lot about the society that we live in.
The society?
Society. It's like society, but it's got sauce.
It's the gamer sauce.
But does it have ketchup?
No, only barbecue sauce. What kind of fucking
No
drama is
ketchup? No ketchup?
No, no ketchup.
I got a feeling.
Listen to that.
Gamer, you
Batman
suck.
got caught in the goo, and just listen to him.
We can't. I've muted my.
I gotta mute the stream. Did he fall into the gamer girl bathwater?
He fell into the goo, and he's just
no.
eternally screaming now. He's going, ugh, 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 ugh. It's hilarious.
Oh my god, I unmuted the stream to listen to it. That's awesome. Is he still doing it?
He's still doing it.
He's still doing it.
Hell yeah, that's what happens. He's feeling the simping take over. The misogyny is entering his veins.
It's beautiful. That's what happens when misogyny takes hold in your heart.
He emerges from the vat of gamer girl bathwater, and the headset is now built into his cowl. And then he grabs the microphone and slowly lowers it down to his mouth and goes, "Hey, you guys still there?" And he starts opening his bag of chips.
Oh god, no!
Hey guys, I'm back.
No! Please, no!
Hey, how's it going, guys?
No!
I've got a bag of chips right next to me.
Hey,
So you're telling me that
Yo,
it
gamer,
really
do you
is?
have the DLC expansion?
So you're telling me it really is all that in a bag of chips?
Sorry, guys. My keyboard's a little sticky. Hang on.
Oh no.
You know how genuine you are with this.
Oh, so you guys want to play Overwatch? I'm not really in a Fortnite mood right now. Yeah, you wanna talk on Discord? Because I know TeamSpeak's kind of laggy lately. Let's talk on Discord.
I use Skype. What's Discord?
Oh, nah, man, Skype sucks.
And that's Batman's becoming of a gamer. He's the Batman who games.
I was gonna make a joke about
That's
that.
gonna be the Robert Pattinson version of Batman. The gamer Batman.
Munching on chips and talking into his microphone.
Ah, this hurts.
How would the gamer behave then? Is it like in the same way, or?
No,
No, Batman
Batman's
is
more
white
like a
knighting.
chill gamer.
He's a gamer, but he's a white knight.
And then the gamer.
The gamer is like a closet simp, but he tries to outwardly appear as if he hates women. And then Batman's all like,
Hey, man, don't say that. All women are queens.
Joker's like, no, if she breathes, she's a thought.
Oh my god, bro. What the fuck have we done?
I swear, you're going to hell for this.
Alright then, Dork Knight. 1v1 me, no scopes on Rust. See you there.
Oh no.
And then Batman goes,
Okay. Hold on, let me. Gotta reinstall COD. Hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna reinstall it. Just give me a second, my internet's kinda slow today.
It's only 10 megabits per second.
Why are you doing
And then he goes,
that?
Mom, get off here! Stop streaming on Netflix. I'm trying to play with my friends. Stop. Give me the bandwidth. You're hogging the bandwidth. Hey God, guys, I gotta work on fixing my router. Hang on. I'll be back in a little bit. We can play on Rust.
Gabe, stop watching YouTube. God damn it. And like, there's no one in Wayne Manor at the moment when he's doing that.
Wait, wouldn't his parents be dead by that point?
Yeah, but
What?
he's been in the gamer girl bathwater, so he's crazy.
Oh right, yeah. He's like,
and then
it's like really
it's just echoing down the halls of an empty giant mansion.
And
Like,
what
after
is
a while, his mom
what
doesn't
is
answer, he gets
what is
really
Alfred
fucking
the
pissed off.
butler in this version?
Alfred's just sitting out in like the fucking guest house outside of Wayne Manor, just with a bottle of whiskey in hand, going,
Master Bruce, you were once so beautiful, but now the games have taken you.
Shut the
You've
fuck
become
up,
one of
Alfred,
them.
Get me some Mountain Dew!
Yes, Master Bruce, I'm so sorry. You were once such a hero. We don't have any Mountain Dew. You need to drink water. Your urine is neon yellow.
So what? Fucking boomer!
You have to get up and go to the bathroom, Master Bruce. You've soiled the bat trunks 8 times today. You have to get out of your chair.
You have to do exercise.
And then Batman goes, not yet. Not yet. Stop. Go away. Not yet, Alfred. Not yet.
You portray that role so fucking well. I don't know if I should like congratulate you or be concerned for you.
"Oh, someone sent me Joker, the gamer fan art."
Oh, you have to send that to me. I need to see it. Send it to me on Messenger.
Why?
So,
I'm the one who came up with
Thanks,
the idea.
Golden Cat Man. I appreciate
send
that.
it to me on
Hey,
Messenger
look,
so
guys.
I can find it.
Oh
I
shit!
love how they
Okay.
send it. I love how they send it to you, but like I'm the one who came up with it. That's. Oh my god.
It's awesome.
Barbara is next, but first, Overwatch. and then you got the Twitch, the Twitch girl. What do we call her? The streamer? Like that version of Harley Quinn, the streamer.
The Twitch
I
thought.
think we just call it the Twitch thought or something.
No, we called her the streamer.
That's fucking
I
awesome.
remember.
The streamer or something.
Streamer,
Streamer
yeah.
Quinn. I don't know.
No, just the streamer. Stop making fun of my creations.
He's sitting in a boiling vat of society.
No, we're talking about the Joker.
There's a mobile user tied up in the background and chained to the wall.
Jason
Oh,
Todd.
that's great.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
That's Jason Todd. That's why.
Oh yeah, it's Jason Todd. He's been impaled. With
Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it.
It's so fucking good. Oh man, we should make like a super high-end like SFM render version of this.
Yes.
Like find just get like the fucking the Arkham like the
We don't
Arkham
need
game
to
model.
just like original models. 'Cause I got
Can you make him look kind of like Joaquin Phoenix Joker, but like just somehow greasier?
I could try.
He doesn't need to be chubby or anything. He just needs to look
make him fat as
more disheveled.
I'm gonna make him fat as fuck.
No, that's the Batman gamer. He's the one that's chubby.
No, it's supposed to be the other way around, isn't it?
No, cause like he's the White Knight one.
Oh right.
Yeah, there you go.
And then Joker's like that fake Chad.
Yeah, he's the gaming edgelord guy.
hands. Catch these hands, bro.
God damn, there's more SJW agenda in my fucking video games.
Stop pandering. Oh my
He's playing
god.
like
I wish these
playing
new
like
Call
Miss
of...
Pac-Man.
I love how these Call of Duty... I wish these, you know, these new Call of Duty games aren't like the old ones. They're much more political than they used to be.
God, I just hate how fucking political all the video games are. And it's like, he's like playing Fallout 1.
Oh man, it's good shit.
The gamer is the best character we've come up with on. I'm the contender for sure, right? Along with all the other cool guys like gravity gonads and density control. Remember that?
Density control is iconic.
Like, none of them are as powerful as the gamer.
I'm the one that came up with that. You guys co-created it, but I'm the creator.
No.
That's right. I'm taking credit. Fuck you.
Okay, if that's what you want.
Damn right, that's what I want. It still triggers me that they sent you the fucking thing on DMs, but like, I'm the one that came up with it. It's my creation! It's mine! You guys are fake fans, oh my god.
The worst critic says, Call of Duty, a game about global tensions and wide-scale warfare, has no politics in it at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
If
A game with a mass shooting in it has no politics.
No.
That's just the rule.
Listen, there's a very simple rule for what's political and what isn't political. It's has woman or gay person or black person in it, political. Anything else, not political.
If it was a game entirely about white guys that were buff, then it's not political.
Yep. Glad to see you
Right,
caught
man.
up on things.
Golden Capman's like, sorry, Scrubs. I know you just go listen. It's alright. I'm fucking around. I'm not actually.
I hope that comes across that he's being satirical.
I'm just fucking around. Just imagine I get really pissed off at that though. Dude, I hate this. I'm gonna leave the stream. I hate you guys. Fuck all of you.
Boy, the worst critic is over here in the chat spitting some fire.
Oh
Oof.
no.
Oh boy.
Some people have done Call of Duty and no.
Oh,
No,
that's
funny.
too hot for TV.
The only like the Call of Duty story I've ever played was Modern Warfare 1. I've never played any like Call of Duty campaign other than that. It's always been about multiplayer stories for me.
I played Modern Warfare 1, 2, and
Oh,
Black Ops,
the gamer's
and
so
after
good. I love it. The gamer is such a good character.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then after that, that was a little random, but then after that, I didn't really play any Call of Duty games.
Call of Duty became Halo and Halo became Call of Duty.
Now that's take.
So does the gamer have heated gamer moments?
Oh, of course, absolutely, 100%.
Oh God, constantly? He's
Constantly.
just constantly saying that?
Yes.
No.
This is an epic gamer moment.
Does he like call Batman an autist or something? And he's like, everyone knows that the best Halo games were 4 and 5, idiot.
Yeah, and he calls him as.
It amazes me how you remember all of these like terms. For,
He
like,
calls him a spurg.
the ones.
Oh yeah, he calls him a spur.
But like it just amazes me how you remember all of these terms. But like I don't. I just don't give a shit about them. Like, people say that shit, but then Xavier's just like, yeah, I remember every fucking thing that everyone says ever. I'm just like, how the fuck do you do that? Why do you give so much of a shit?
I don't. Are you mad at me for remembering that people have used the word autist in gaming sessions?
Yes.
Heated gaming sessions.
Heated gaming it's a heated gamer moment.
This is an epic bro moment, dude.
Well, I don't know, man. I just think of like what's something that like gamers are constantly calling each other.
I know, but like my point is, I don't remember any of that.
Well,
That's because you're
don't spend your
you're a
entire
fake
life
gamer.
on the internet. You're
No,
a
'cause I
fake
got a
gamer
lot.
girl. All right, you like Pokemon? Name every single one.
Pikachu.
All right.
Pikachu.
Pikachu evolved.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
Kinda right, I guess.
Ryan Reynolds. Ryan
well,
Reynolds is a Pokemon.
I can't technically fault you on that, I suppose.
Ryan Reynolds. He's a Pokemon, right?
No, Diglett.
Yeah, that guy too. And then... Yeah, that's it.
Piglet.
Also the snake one.
Piglet?
Piglet. He's a little brown trout.
I hope, like, okay, we're talking about the Pokemon Diglett that is a digging Pokemon that exists underground. I'm very terrified the first letter is gonna get cut off by, like, Discord or something, so it's gonna sound like we're saying a different word.
Diglett.
No, like, it's a derogatory term for African American children. That's not what we're saying. It's not the word we're using. We're talking about the Pokemon, okay?
I didn't even know
We're
that
not
was a
eating
thing.
gamer right now. Have you not heard anyone call, like, my uncle calls black kids that? 'Cause he's black.
I actually don't know what you're talking about either.
I feel like it's a generational thing.
Say the word,
Maybe.
Xavier. I want to know what it is.
I can! I'm not enough of a gamer!
You're a fake gamer.
My gamer score isn't high enough to say that word.
What's your KD, bro?
Well, once you get a certain KD, you get a the reward for reaching a certain skill level is getting an N-word pass.
Oh my god, I know what the gamer's catchphrase is.
Your KD ratio is almost...
Oh, wait, no.
Your KD ratio sucks almost as much dick as you do, Batman!
No. It's something a lot less funnier, but actually it's not funny at all. I'm gonna say the N-word. Like, that's his catchphrase. I'm gonna say the N-word.
That's a good one
He
too.
doesn't. He just threatens.
You'd better do what I tell you, Batman, before I say the N-word at you. And then people.
The city of Gotham must deposit $15 million into my Steam wallet, or I'm going to say the N-word.
If he's forced to let me in their competition next year, I'm gonna say the N-word live on stream.
If Daigo doesn't throw the fight against me at EVO this year, then a nuclear bomb will activate in Gotham.
What? Call of Duty doesn't give me, like, their early discount for their games. I'm gonna say the N-word.
Listen, if
I deserve the early access code, goddammit!
If all of my favorite developers don't pull their games from the Epic Games Store immediately, I will say the N-word.
If the Epic Games doesn't apologize for their games being on the Epic Store exclusively, I'm gonna write the N-word all over their offices.
He's got green spray paint. It's just, it's not even the N-word itself. It's literally, he spells out the N-word and then ha 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 ha. And then they're like, that bastard.
Oh no, that son of a bitch really did it.
You know what? Cyborg Diego, the gamer's favorite game review site is Kotaku.
No, it's
'Cause
BuzzFeed.
he's that much of a villain.
Wait, BuzzFeed doesn't review games. Yeah, it's Kotaku. That's the next best thing, or next worst thing.
Either them or IGN.
It's gotta be IGN.
Yeah.
He thinks IGN has really fair reviews.
Have you seen they scored the game on Call of Duty? I think they got paced.
I agree, Alien Isolation was too hard.
That's what, unironically.
I agree.
If
Uncharted 4
FromSoft
was
doesn't
game.
put an easy mode on this goddamn game, then I am going to activate a chemical bomb in their office.
The chemical bomb will make them say the N-word live on stream. 10 hours straight.
Their balls exposed on stream.
I will hack the Epic Games Store to put all of the crappy early access Steam games I don't like on it.
If there isn't a new Five Nights at Freddy's game, by the end of this month, 15 hospitals will explode.
No. He's the type of guy who hates Five Nights at Freddy's games. Because they're not epic games. They're really shitty games.
No, he loves them because he thinks that the lore is super deep and the story is like perfect.
Okay, you got a point. Fair enough. If a new Five Nights game doesn't come out, I'm gonna expose my cock and ball torture. I'm gonna leak that shit all over the internet. I'm gonna put it in every news.
If I'm not verified on Twitch in the next 7 hours, Robin will pay the ultimate price.
Cock and ball torture.
This is so terrible.
God, I bet the chat doesn't find any of this funny, and we're just making ourselves laugh while they just kind of roll their eyes and listen.
Hey, can you guys check on the chat? See what the chat are up to.
They're just talking about the gamer.
Oh, nice.
The gamer is a guy who unironically likes Destiny.
I knew a guy at my university who was like that. He's like, dude, Destiny's games, it's so good. You should really play them. Like, don't people hate them for it? Like, no, dude, they're good. These people, they don't know what they're
my god, I just thought of something.
What?
You want to hear another joke, Sean Murray?
What?
That's the developer of No Man's Sky that everyone hated.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, what's the joke? Oh, is that it? Was that all you were gonna say?
No, he ties up John Murray and forces him to keep developing No Man's Sky and make it better. That's his evil plan. He's like, I paid $60 to get this game, and you're gonna make it good.
He's just got him chained up in a bathroom somewhere with a laptop, and he's going, is it good yet? Does it have the multiplayer? And Sean Murray's like, I'm trying my fucking best. Please let me go.
Is this why I kept getting updates?
Yeah, it was the gamer all along.
He's not the hero we needed, but he's the hero we deserved.
Why was Robin seductively stroking Batman's hair? Or, I mean, Superman's hair?
That's like it's like a little running joke this game has that Robin has a bit of hero complex for Superman. He's like, and then the joke is that Robin really likes Superman, but Batman can't stand Superman. So Superman's constantly, Robin's constantly fawning over him, and then Superman's like
simping for Superman.
Yes, he is. I mean,
Can
if it was
Superman
Henry
walk
Cavill,
into
we'd
the fire
understand.
and not take damage?
What?
Well, yeah. I mean, oh my god, have you seen Henry Cavill shirtless? It's like you could grate cheese on those abs.
Look at his
Super Chad.
Look at his heart. It's silver.
Well, yeah, because like in Lego games, that's to imply that character has some kind of armor effect on them.
Oh yeah, armor effect. That's right. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can just punch Superman infinitely and it doesn't do damage.
I mean, you can punch
The
a Superman
in the
infinite.
Injustice universe. I'm gonna make Lois Lane say the N-word.
It's the Injustice timeline, and like Superman becomes evil. He's like, I never thought Lois would do such a thing. I can't live in a world like this. There has to be order. And then Superman starts trying to get everyone banned from Twitter. He keeps mass flagging the gamer's streams.
Oh my god.
Then the gamer's like, no!
That caped crusading idiot is going to get my account banned!
He keeps Superman keeps trying to cancel people on Twitter.
And the gamer keeps like losing all of his accounts. And that's how he's killed.
I love how the chat is like trying to have serious conversations, like fucking. There's this comment by Bombastic AR, which is like, "This is the best Superman game we'll ever get, since the Rocksteady one was canceled." And then we're just here talking about fucking the gamer and saying the N-word.
The gamer and Simperman.
Simperman. Oh, that's a good name for him.
Nice S. On my planet, it stands for "Please go out with me."
It stands for simp.
Superman replying to every gamer's tweets with shitty K-pop videos.
He's a K-pop stan!
Damn Lisa.
Oh, no. Oh god. Maybe the gamer wouldn't have gone to Arkham Asylum if he would stan Luna, huh? And then he flies off into the air while the fucking K-pop music plays.
In all seriousness, though, I don't really mind K-pop.
I feel like I haven't really listened to any of it, so I don't have an opinion.
You were supposed to berate me for that. You ruined the joke.
I had to be fair,
I'm not a gamer. I'm not the gamer.
You said that like at the same fucking time, but for different purposes. Question: have you seen The Dark Knight? It's a full upload of The Dark Knight that's super beamed up, and it's all about Joker wanting to say the N-word. I haven't. What the fuck?
That sounds
It's
absurd. I hope that's actually as funny as it sounds.
Got a copyright up for that shit, man. We sold our idea.
Dark Knight Returns. Frank Miller just writes a long diatribe in the through the character of Batman about how he's supposed to be allowed to say the N-word, and that's why we can't have superheroes anymore.
Oh my god.
You know what? This all leads back to Batman Beyond, where there was a line of dialogue where one of the supervillains says to Batman, "And now I will fight for the most oppressed group of all, gamers." And then Batman rolls his eyes. That was a good episode.
Do you guys know where We Live in a Society came from? Like that whole meme?
There was just a lot of memes, like, of... You know, it was a bunch of shitty political memes where, like, people just put a picture of Dark Knight Joker and then say, we live in a society where, you know, and then, like, after that it would be something like, we live in a society where, like, healthcare is super expensive but guns are not, or something like that, you know, like, stuff to just political commentary, and then people just started cropping off the bottom half of it, so it's just Joker saying we live in a society. It's not even the actual, he never says we live in a society at any point in that movie. It was specifically from those memes, and then just, it was funny when people started cutting off the bottom half.
Yeah. Good shit.
You know who else?
It's so amazing. Like, the thing that always amazes me is that back in, like, what, the early 2000s, right? You know how the memes were back then? It was like, it was really cute memes, right? It's like, fucking
like
think of an example.
that accomplished baby that's doing a fist pump because he did something impressive.
It was like, it was those, like, type of really cute memes, right? It's like, oh yeah, I could have a laugh at that. Dare I say, they were pretty well thought out, to some extent. So it's like the majority of the time. But then now, like, I don't know when the whole thing started, but like, recently, it got flipped on its head, and anything is a meme now. Fucking anything can be used to make people laugh, and it just always
fucking Markiplier's face on Lord Farquaad saying "E" was a big meme for a while, for some reason, somehow.
We live in a society.
We live. Just that's it.
Call that living.
Harvey Dent being Gotham's true gamer.
I'm not the gamer this city deserves, or the gamer it needs, but I'm still here anyway.
I would see that.
Or you see yourself living long enough to become the villain.
You either die and respawn, or you live long enough to see yourself become the top-ranked player in Fortnite.
Harvey Dent is Ninja in that universe.
Oh no! 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 Does that mean that?
What?
Does that mean that Ninja? Does that mean that Harvey Dent refuses to stream with women?
Yeah.
I like the idea of his face cam is specifically like pointed at the right half of him, and then he never turns facing the camera the other way.
I burned my face when I was building my computer. There was an electrical malfunction.
I was trying to build my gaming PC, and it burned my.
I was setting up the cooler for my PC, but the liquid.
Now there's one half of me. There's one half of me who loves Doom Eternal, and the other half that loves Animal Crossing. And every day I struggle. And then he starts. What's something stupid and gamery for him to flip instead of a coin?
I was thinking of that.
He starts flipping pogs.
No, a D8. He flips a D8 or like a D, a dice from from Dungeons and Dragons.
What is it, a D21 or something?
A D20.
Oh, a
What's
D20.
that?
Yeah, he starts rolling a D20. It's like a 20-sided dice.
Oh yeah, D&D shit.
Except that it's yes or no. It's always yes or no. It's customized gamer dice.
If it's 5 and below, it's a no.
Let's see what your fate is, Batman.
Roll for survival.
14.
Do you have any ability modifiers?
Hey, hold on.
It's a critical 20. You get lived. And then like he treats.
A nat 20. I live.
He treats everything like a fucking D&D game.
He goes to the fucking Starbucks to get a coffee, and they're like, "What kind would you like?" And he goes, "A mocha frappuccino."
Oh my god.
This is so terrible.
This is the best thing we've ever came up with ever.
Just the lore. Yo, X, why did the gamer cut off his own face? Because he got caught and exposed online for simping. And then all of his Twitch fans hated him, so he's like, I can't wear this face anymore.
He tried to do plastic.
This is the face of a simp!
This is the face of a beta cuck, and I'm not that, so I can't wear this face anymore.
Would equate the amount of a new Call of Duty game, and he figured, you know what, I'd save up for that, and then he decided to do it himself.
Production says, you want to know how I got these scars? My father was a drinker, and one night he goes off crazier than usual. He turns to me and he says, "Why so liberal, son?"
Why am I the only one laughing at that? That was good.
Bombastic AR said Venom saved gamers, so Venom is the best superhero.
Venom saved joke.
That reminded me of that scene from the Hitman movie where Hitman falls through a window and two kids are sitting there on a PS2 playing Hitman, and then Hitman looks at the TV and then like winks at them and then runs out, and then they look back at the game Hitman after seeing Hitman.
What?
That scene fucking sucks. Ben, put that on screen.
I like how you're just convinced that Ben is gonna edit all of these shitty Batman streams.
Joker came from the depths of Reddit.
Oh no!
No, he's from 4chan.
Well, he's from 4chan, but he also peruses the Donald on Reddit.
Oh, ew!
Kane, so so gamers are your ally. When I was born in gaming, I didn't see society. I was a grown man, and by then
I was playing 360 while you were but a boy.
I was playing Nintendo GameCube. Oh, you merely adopted Smash Brothers. I was playing Smash Brothers when you were barely... you merely adopted Smash Brothers. I was playing it from the start.
I had not seen next-gen consoles until I was a man.
Well, I was born in a screen, molded by it. I didn't see the light of day. I was a grown man, and by
I was born in a gamer chair. I didn't see the real...
Nintenditis made me stronger.
I was born in my mother's basement. I didn't see the light outside of my house until I was a grown man.
Mom, bring me more pancakes.
Oh no.
Oh man, this is great.
This says a lot about society.
Komori says, after all, there's 3 Jokers now, one from Reddit, one from 4chan, and then
The other one.
what's the third one from? The third one's from YouTube comments.
No. The third one is from Tumblr.
Oh no! Oh, that's a oh boy. There's a third Joker who's on the opposite end of the spectrum, where he thinks games appeal to the male fantasy. He's like, look, you can't see Batman's ass in this game, even though he's like explicitly turning the camera so you can't see his ass.
See, this is why I fucking hate video games. I wrote an article about this. It's because they appeal to the male fantasy.
It just cuts to footage of that Dark Souls bit where the guy's wearing a long helmet and sliding down the ladder, and the helmet's hitting every rung on the way down and going clang 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 clang.
Men only want one thing, and it's disgusting.
And it's Dead Space 4.
Man, fucking one of those Jokers would be one of those people that like say Dead Space 3 is a masterpiece.
Oh no! Oh god, I hate him so much.
So which Joker would be a part of the Spidey Squad?
Okay, alright, take a break. Alright, let's change the subject. Here, William, watch this video.
Clearly a traumatic experience. Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
I love
wait.
this fucking video of the helmet. Watch it.
Oh my god.
You know, it's a really weird experience for me to just be sitting here playing a video game, listening to 2 people laughing in my ears.
Yeah?
We live in a society.
We do. That we do.
David does indeed live in a society.
The third gamer is Pro Jared.
Oh no, it's so perfect!
And I give this a broken marriage out of 10.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Oh my god! And he's dressed as Sailor Moon while he's saying,
Oh no!
ah, I don't like it.
Oh my god.
So,
He's got a t-shirt on that says, I have receipts.
yes!
Oh god.
Okay, so,
Anyway.
I wanted to change the subject for a second. I want...
We've been
Yes,
talking about the gamer for the past 30 minutes.
The camera is so funny.
You want to talk about... Would you like to talk about Quibi? Because that happened this week.
Quibi, the fucking streaming service
Yes.
that's only for phones?
Yes.
Have you heard of that, William?
I think I have.
Oh, by the way,
Like,
look,
didn't
it's Batman, it's Superman.
So,
they ask Ninja to like stream on that?
Yeah, but I didn't like it.
Like,
Okay.
they said they paid him like a couple of, I don't know, some money to go
so
on that.
Bombastic AR says, Joker may live in a society, but Batman was born in one.
No, but Bane was born.
Bane was born.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You fucked it up, you son of
So,
a...
okay.
Get the fuck out of
So-
here.
Damn it. The Joker meme is over. The gamer is dead and you killed him.
Okay, so if...
It's my baby.
So in case, William, you don't know, there's a new streaming service out called Quibi, which is spelled Q-U-I-B-I. It's either Quibi or Quibi or Quibi or nobody really knows. It's dumb.
Quibhole.
So it's short for Quick Bites, and the whole idea is that you can only stream it on your phone. You can stream it either in landscape or in portrait, full screen. They designed all the...
They filmed it specifically so that, like, all of the scenes either work in portrait or landscape. So if you flip your phone, it'll just automatically zoom into the characters that speaking's face in like portrait, and then when you flip it sideways, it'll show like a regular old movie. And I think that's kind of neat but annoying at the same time for some reason.
And they're being sued for that because they say there's another tech company that says that they totally ripped off that idea from them. A company called Echo, EKO, and that company says that Quibi engineers were working at Snapchat when this company gave them a tech demo of what their tech was, and then those engineers then went to work for Quibi. And they say that they just plagiarized it.
I'm sorry, but I'm reading through those comments, and the gamer jokes just keep on coming.
Yep.
Oh, we'll let them roll with it and have fun with it. We've put it out into the world.
The logo, like Patterson Batman uses the parts of the gun from his chest logo.
The gamer's costume is made from the leather from his gaming chair. That's awesome.
Cyborg Diego, this joke will never get old.
Anyway, so what's especially funny about Quibi is that doesn't it also have another fucking terrible gimmick? Like all the episodes on it are 5 minutes each.
So all of the episodes on Quibi are 8 to 10 minutes for longer episodes, and less than 5 minutes for the shorter ones. And Jeffrey Katzenberg, who is the CEO of this, he founded this company after he used to be the guy who ran DreamWorks Animation, but he was fired from them after they completed their whole acquisition by Universal. So now this is what he's doing with his time, is making this stuff, and it's kind of hilarious and really dumb because what's happening now. So there's a theory that I read online about why it's 5 to 10 minutes only. Do you want to know what that is?
They wanted to take business from YouTube?
No. It's a huge a union dodge. They don't have to because they don't have to pay cast and crew, SAG and the guild rates, because there's an agreement that says that new media, which is like videos for the internet under 10 minutes, don't have to be covered by union minimums. And this is anecdotal, but I saw on Twitter people saying who they worked on Quibi shows, haven't received, shows months ago, still haven't been paid.
So the episodes are short, so they can use a contract loophole to not pay people.
Yeah, and then because of that,
shitty.
And because of that, they come up with this gimmick. My theory is that they have the idea, okay, we need to reinvent Hollywood, like the executives, like the tech companies are doing. So we need to save costs. Let's save money by not paying SAG minimums. We can do it by shooting episodes less than 10 minutes. Okay, what's the gimmick we can use to justify why we're doing this? Oh, we're targeting millennials with short attention spans. That's it. That's what we're doing. And
you mean millennials, the demographic that binge watches 80 episodes of a TV show in a single sitting? That demographic has a short attention span.
And that's their justification.
What the fuck?
And that's their justification. And then they're so like, okay, we'll just shoot short 10-minute stuffs. And then the funniest thing is that they're paying like huge rich celebrities to make shows for them. William, remember that video that I sent everybody in my friends list, which was the Anna Kendrick sex doll buddy comedy?
Oh my god, don't remind me of that.
Yeah, that's
terrible.
a Quibi show. That's a Quibi TV show. Yeah,
oh
that's on their service.
And there's
that's
also
standard quality.
And then there's another show on there.
The gamer behind this nefarious plot.
The gamer invented Quibi.
Yes. And then there's that. And then there's that other show about where it's about this woman who wears a gold arm, because a gold thing on her arm, and it poisons her and dies her, and then she's just obsessed with that to the point where she won't get rid of it ever.
You must bury me with my golden arm.
And then she's dying, and it's like,
no, my golden arm.
She's like,
that's terrible.
Bury me with my golden arm. It's the dumbest shit.
Weird. So something that like I read that I thought was an interesting talking point on Twitter about the Quibi thing is that they thought that another big L for their business model was they were trying to make this like a super low priority project for like high tier Hollywood people instead of making this a super high priority project for like low tier Hollywood people. So like they want really famous big actors to like not give that much shit about this. But you always get a better performance and better work with your cast if you make it something like, you know, you get lower tier actors and this is like a big break for them that they take super seriously.
Especially because like...
Oh, I sneezed.
Yeah. So basically what we're saying is that Quibi is a very memeable way to dodge union rules. That they...
Wow.
Let's just say...
Remember, okay, here's two more dumb things about them. Is that, for one, they have this thing that blocks it so you can't actually, like, screen share Quibi to, like, watch it with your friends on, like, an iPad. Which is, like, 80% of how I watch shows with my friends now. Especially during the pandemic.
And
so,
they also blocked people
How
from...
are you not dead?
Also... They blocked people from sharing clips of their content on social media.
What?
So every time someone puts a clip of like one of the TV shows, does it just block it and like
Yeah.
copyright strike them?
Yeah.
That's so stupid
Wow.
because you're basically getting people to go and like pay for your service.
You're
blind.
you're getting free advertisement if people are like sharing clips of your shit.
I call that the Lionsgate school of copyright claiming.
Why would you want people to go into your product not knowing a single thing?
And
about it?
also,
there's no advertising.
And they're also blaming the whole failure of this billion-dollar idea on the fact that there's a virus. You know, like, because when there's the virus and everybody's stuck indoors, it's not like they're looking for content to stream or anything.
Yeah.
I love that excuse that, oh, it's the virus is making our service not profitable. Not any of our terrible business decisions. Meanwhile, like, Netflix and Hulu have, like, made, like, $10 billion or some fucking shit off of this.
See you
Like,
later,
all the
Cyborg
streaming services.
Diego. Thanks for coming on our stream. We love to have you on. We will see you hopefully next week.
He's feeling a bit
Is he
depressed,
leaving?
but we made his thing fun.
Aw, we're glad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
then,
no worries.
then stay then. Don't leave us just yet.
No, he never said anything
Oh,
about
the
going.
Joker's gonna cut off Alfred's hand.
The gamer.
The gamer. He's gonna cut off Alfred's masturbating hand. Wait, that's not Alfred. That's Lex Luthor.
I was
Who
going to
voices
get up.
Lex Luthor?
You're gonna get up real close and like up front of the mic and just be like, "Gamer jokes are here all night. Stay tuned." Or something like that.
David, who voices the Lex Luthor in this game? Is it Clancy Brown? And
I think
if
it
it's not,
is.
why is it bad?
I think it's Clancy Brown.
If it is Clancy Brown, it's correct. He's the best Lex Luthor voice.
I'm pretty sure it's
Gustavo-
Clancy Brown.
Gustavo Fring.
I'm 90% sure it's Clancy Brown.
Hell yeah.
Gustavo Fring. From the Harley Quinn show.
What?
The
Wait,
guy
is that
played-
who voices? That's who voices Lex in that show? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It is. I was looking at the IMDb page. I'm like, who voices Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy? Those voices sound familiar. And then all of a sudden, I see the actor for Gus Fring. I'm like, that's fucking amazing. That's awesome.
And he's Lex Luthor in that. That's kick ass. I love the Batman voice they got for that show. They got fucking Dietrich Bader, and he's a great like comedy Batman.
I was gonna say, wasn't he the guy who voices the Brave and the Bold Batman?
Yep, and that's why he fits so perfect for that show. By the way, I know it was controversial at the time, but Batman the Brave and the Bold kicks ass, and everyone just misunderstood it because it was just trying to be like Silver Age 70s Batman comics, and like that's why it wasn't very dark and gritty. It's got even a little bit of like 60s Batman show in it. Oh hey look, it's my sister. Hi.
Hey,
Bravo,
hey Phoenix,
bravo.
how's it going?
Maybe someone else I don't know.
Thanks for joining us.
This
It's
Phoenix,
your
this
boy.
is my friend William. He's from Australia. He made the socially inept Spider-Man animations.
He's a pretty cool guy if you get to know him, but he's also an Australian, but we don't hold that against him.
I mean, yeah, you know, once you get to know him, the Australian thing is kind of...
He's Australian, but we don't really hold that against him. Like,
yeah,
like, nobody's perfect.
Hey, no problem. Sup? Yeah, sup, bro?
Hey!
Where you going? Oh shit, I hate this level, says Esteban Garcia.
Would you guys mind if I left for 10 minutes to go check my cat's water because they seem to be particularly rowdy?
Do it.
I was
Okay,
gonna
I'll
make
be right back.
I will have to rely on William to provide extra funny real commentary, because as we all know,
Alright, well,
streams
my
with
challenge for you guys is don't say anything about the gamer in the entire time I'm gone.
well, as we all know, the most fun that everybody has with these streams is when it's just me and William and Xavier's not here.
You say that in a sarcastic tone, and I'm really, really offended.
Well, I'm just joking about the fact that we streamed The Outer Worlds that one time and nobody watched it.
And no one joined. It's because no one knew about it, I feel. I feel like people just, like... unless fucking Xavier tweets it out because of like, how much of a following, but no one's really going to know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is sad.
This is why it's helpful to be able to ride the coattails of a person who actually is popular.
This is why you don't rely on anyone. You make your own success.
What?
Very, very different philosophies you and I have. But
Philosophiles?
Philosophiles, that's right. Have you ever heard of that really popular philosopher, Socrates?
Socrates, you mean?
Socrates, yeah. I don't know where I was going with that. I was gonna make like a joke.
I love Socrates.
Philosophy and Socrates.
Dude, have you seen Bill and Ted?
I haven't, actually.
You need to see that. It's so good. Bill and Ted is beautiful.
You told me about it, and I really planned on seeing it, but I just haven't had the time. University's been so busy with... I've been so busy with university. God, I butcher that so much.
So...
I'm getting a break.
You've been so university with busy.
Yeah, university was busy with me. University and I were getting busy. Yeah, but I am getting a break in a couple of days.
That's
Don't know
good.
for how long though, but you know, I'm just glad that I won't need to suffer any longer. Not for a while,
We
at least.
always suffer. We are born to suffer.
We're oppressed.
We are oppressed because we're gamers.
No, don't! You failed the challenge.
Listen, I'm not talking about any specific gamer. I'm talking about the fact that I play video games.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know what you're
You know
talking
what the stream
about.
is missing?
What?
Goo, says Michael Hall.
Waiting, what? Goo?
Well, yeah. Well, there was a goo section before.
Yeah. We were in the chemical plant earlier.
Right. Where the Joker fell.
That was pretty gooey.
Yeah, it was.
David, you fucked it up! I'm back now.
Did you have your headphones on as you were gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't fuck it up. I followed the
You
rules
did.
very
You
specifically.
You said gaming!
I said that I am a gamer.
Why are you a gamer?
We are the
Who says
most.
I'm a gamer?
We are the most oppressed
Why are you a
minority.
Who says I game? You game.
Why do you game?
I gamer.
Why do you play video games?
I gamer, and you are oppressed, and you belong in a society. I don't think anyone knows what I'm like referencing in chat.
I know what it is. You showed me that clip a bunch of times. It's
I
hilarious.
said it in every group call we've ever had ever. Molly fucking loves that joke. Or that line, in that voice. Every time I say it, she just fucking dies.
Who's Molly again?
Blasphemer. Is Xavier still here?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
I don't think he is. He really,
Whoa,
You guys hear me?
really, redheads are the most
Hello?
oppressed minority.
What? In
can
all
hear
fairness, there's about the same number of people with red hair as there are people with dissociative identity disorder, but we're not considered a minority.
That sounds like a you problem.
It does sound like a you problem.
Yeah. Oh.
Facts are facts, and they don't care about your feelings.
Feelings don't care about your facts.
Adrian Rodriguez said, "Whoa, saying the G word with a hard R."
Oh, I see what you did there. I did what you see there.
I think he was referring to Ginger or Gamer. Could be both.
No, I don't know actually. Was that Gamer or Ginger or both?
Listen,
Could be both.
gingers, do they have souls? It's up for debate.
God, I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah.
The other day I was actually looking through my messages on my Xbox, like, you know, my Xbox Live account. Because, like, unfortunately I have the same username for everything, so people found that kind of quick. And I have just, like 70 unread messages just from complete strangers who like the videos and stuff, and we're like, they're just terrible. Some of them are like, hey, do this video, or hey, can I join your game of so-and-so game when I'm like trying to record footage, or like, then at the very back, like one of the, in like the original 5 of them, that was from like 2018, it says, what's it like not having a soul? And then I just fucking blocked that guy. I was like, you know what? I know it's been 2 years, but fuck you.
How much you want to bet it's in response to the Spider-Man PS4 thing?
I mean,
People
it's
just
the
got
soulless
really pissed
ginger.
off at that.
No, it's the soulless
And
ginger
then-
joke. It was like earlier in 2018. I don't think it was that even.
It could be.
I
mean,
think
the
it
whole
might have
thing
been because of like a
kinda
joke I
went
made on a
17.
stream or something.
Perhaps. I miss streaming on my channel. We should do that again soon.
We should.
You're right.
Get me in a voicemail so I can crack terrible jokes on that as well. So that
I
more
also
people
miss
know.
streaming with Josh, because like we haven't done that in ages, but he's really funny to co-host a stream with.
Yeah, I'd invite him over, but it's like we already have the 3 of us on this, and that's like my max. That's a hard limit for me.
No, any more talkers than that, and then it gets too much.
Yeah.
Hey Xavier, can you make a video about this really obscure comic character that no one knows about and will get no views? I know you have to have bills to pay, but my preferences are greater than your need to survive.
Yep, that's about
Yeah,
right.
there's been a couple of those. Some of the, you know what? Some of the patron request videos have been kind of like that, and it's like it gets a little frustrating because I have to kind of haggle them into doing something or asking for something like a little better than, hey, can you do a video on like Ice Cream from DC Comics, who's a guy who turns into ice cream? I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna make a 10-minute video?
You should make some soft restrictions on what you can do. Just say like, hey, here's my rules for what you can do.
I put rules on it, and I said it has to be. I reserve the right to turn down the idea if I don't like it.
I reserve the right to remain silent. Everything I say or do can and will be used against me in court of law.
Multiple times people have asked me to review their fan films, and I'm like, you don't want me to review it, you want free advertising on a channel that has like 100 times your audience. That's yeah, people have like asked me to review like their fan films or their indie films or something, and I'm like, no, I can't do that.
That's fair. I can
Well,
imagine
especially
getting...
like it also just doesn't feel right reviewing something that's like fan made, because it just can't really be held to the same standard as like something professional. Like
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't feel as bad making fun of a movie that was made by 300 people and had a budget of like $700 million or something. Like
Yeah.
I can make fun of that all day, but like a fan film is made by 3 people in a garage, so like pointing out that it's got flaws just feels like
It's punching
kind of
down.
asshole-ish. It's
Between
punching
that
down,
and that.
exactly.
It's
Yeah,
like saying,
these people are professional. They
would
should
we
know how to
review?
make a good
It's
movie,
like
but they
saying,
don't, and you can
would we
fuck around.
review Sonichu the comic? No.
It's like, I mean, yeah, especially if you know the story about like the person that makes that, it just feels
Yeah.
like God.
Yeah, it's
Guy's
like
been through enough.
I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I meant more like if we were to do it on bad comic art, which is now dead. Like, we won't do...
Yeah, a lot of people suggested Sonichu for bad comic art, and I kept having to explain it in, like, the comments of every single episode. That's not fair to do. We can't just, like... you know,
Yeah,
that's just, like, in a completely different realm than professional art, you know?
It's
Well,
not...
here's the thing, and, like, this also, like, goes for when people, like, criticize you for criticizing something that someone, like, a big company's made, which is always usually like, if you can make it, then you can judge it, otherwise don't say anything. Which is that the difference between something fan-made and something official is that something official most likely, like 95% of the time, not even 99.99% of the time, has professionals who have gone to university or have learned, you know, the necessary skills to provide the content for your entertainment. You know, who, like, the thing is, if you criticize those, that's perfectly fine because they should know how to make a good game. But if you criticize something that's fan-made,
There's a... It feels
like,
kind of mean.
These people, like, it does, because A, they're not professionals, B, they're not getting paid to do that, 3, there is, like, it's different. Like, by all means, it's different. It's not...
And this is also... You know, it's for similar reasons that I feel kind of queasy about laughing at, like, say, for example, a James Nguyen film, you know? Really bad filmmaker. But I feel bad about making fun of him because you watch this, like, documentary...
When you listen to, like, interviews with that guy, he's not all there.
Yeah, and he's and it feels punching down because he's just... You see him so sincerely trying, but, like... And it's also just as clear
There's a lot of passion there, even if...
Yeah.
And you can see... a lot of us as movie fans can see ourselves in what he is. And it just doesn't feel right to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you're within your rights to criticize him, I guess. But...
Yeah. But if you... Okay, and for those of you in the comments who don't know about Sonichu and that situation, a good video to get the basics of it is the new ContraPoints video about cringe, so watch that.
I would also just watch the Down the Rabbit Hole episode. That's a good documentary series about random internet phenomenon. That just explains the beginning, middle, and end of that whole thing. So, yeah, if you want to see something more directly about the history of it, I would check that out.
And I also highly recommend the ContraPoints video because she makes good stuff.
Michael Cahal says this game was ass on the Wii. Two-Face's arms were both purple. Good God!
Good God!
Oh, no.
That's not right.
As I recall, this LEGO game was the first one to include actual voiceover in it.
Yeah, it was.
This is the first one to have voice
that was, like,
acting.
super revolutionary back in the day.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, I know for sure there was one before this that had movie clip dialogue. I think
That might have
Lord of the
been,
Rings
yeah, Lord of the Rings, but this was the first one that had, like, its original story to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like I like the ones that try to have an original story more than the ones that are just let's reenact a movie.
Yeah, there's a certain
Like
charm
Lego
to it.
Marvel 1. Lego Marvel 1 is vastly superior to the sequel and Lego Lego Avengers, because Lego Avengers is just MCU circle jerk. Like, it's just Avengers stuff.
It's only
But Lego Marvel 1 is like a big love letter to superheroes.
It's only
Way
charming.
different.
It's only charming when you do a Lego game where they have the pantomime and you can do jokes. If you have the voice clips in there, it's just hollow.
The movie reenacting stuff, doing the little pantomime Simlish thing that they do, that's fun. But the movie dialogue clips kind of fuck it up.
They do.
Yeah.
I regrettably bought Lego Avengers like ages ago. I'm just like,
I hated it so much. I bought it because I was interested in like the open world elements of it, and because like to me that was my favorite part of Lego Marvel 1 was just exploring the vastness of the open world map and like playing all these little side mini games and stuff and unlocking characters. Like the story segments were cool, but like all the extra content was really interesting to me, and that's what I wanted out of Lego Avengers. But like, there is so little of that side stuff after like playing through. Like, you have to play so much of story mode, which is just bad reenactments of MCU movie scenes with like chopped up, like glitchy sounding audio of Chris Evans put into a Lego guy. And like it's just not worth it. It's annoying.
JDRL Studios says you don't know true pain if you haven't played the DS version. Oh
Ooh.
no.
Funny story about the DS. I've always wanted to get one, but I just never did. I would always see my friends at, like in school, like in 4th grade or something, just like with their DS hanging around and stuff. And the only time I ever got to play on the DS was like when they would let me get a turn on that. Otherwise, I'm like, the DS is just a dream for me. I never got it.
Critic asks, off topic, question for the streamers: how many monitors do you use?
I use one. Like a fucking nerd.
I use one.
I have one, and I use a laptop.
Yeah, because with Xavier,
every single thing I do is on a laptop.
Because with Xavier, he streams on his video game console, and it runs through his computer. So it's a different setup than playing through your PC. I just play with one because I'm a scrub.
No, that's me.
No, you are scrubs. I am a scrub, singular.
I am the representation of all scrubs around the world that have ever existed.
Man's got a fuckload of kryptonite, and then Robin's like, "Why do you keep that?" And he's like, "In case Superman is a bad guy." And then Robin's like, "That sounds like a terrible, awful, boring idea." And then Batman's like, "Yep."
JDRL says the gamer has 9 monitors. Like all around him in a fucking circle.
And he only uses one of them at a time. The rest of them...
No, he fucking uses all of them.
No. He only uses one of them, and the rest of them just have cute anime girl screensavers.
One of them is solely dedicated to just endlessly looping YouTube funny Vine compilation moments.
The other ones are like fucking anime bitches with like jiggle physics and tits.
Yes.
Hi, Leo Convoy Reviews. Each monitor just displays different racial slurs as the wallpaper.
So good.
Different ways of saying the N-word.
No, they all have the same picture of they all have the same picture of Walter White from Breaking Bad on them.
Why?
Because that's what he sees himself as. I am the danger.
Asks, hey, do you guys know about the 70s Spidey music album, Rock Reflections of a Superhero? I do. I actually have listened to that a couple of times. I found out about it because when I was reading through all of Spider-Man comics back in the day, there was an advertisement for it in one of the books, and even though I was reading like a scan that I found online, because it was a different time, and I was a little bit more poor, so I just kind of had my dad download comics en masse for me so I could read them. Yeah, like an epic gamer pirate. And then anyway, one of the scans left in all the ads, and one of them was for that album. So I actually looked it up on YouTube, and it's really cool how it has like sequences where Stan Lee kind of narrates a story between each segment, and that kind of informs what the next song will be. And then like a couple of those songs are just actually pretty cool.
You know what I prefer
Spider-Man
though?
album.
I prefer
What?
Leonard Nimoy's albums. Because half of his songs are songs in character as Spock.
Bilbo Baggins.
Listen, the most bullshit thing about the Leonard Nimoy albums is that only half of his songs are actually in the character as Spock. The other half are just like really lame, like softcore music. So it's like one side of the disc would be Spock songs.
Porn.
That too.
The Worst Critic asks, how many games of Honey Pop has the gamer trademark played? You know what? I didn't know what Honey Pop was, so as they were talking, I looked that up.
What is
And I
that?
don't want that on my fucking browser history. I wish
And now
I
it's his
could.
favorite game, and he plays it on his phone.
What
He
is?
has become the thing that he hated the most.
I'm sorry.
I love that, like, he has all these really, like, heavy opinions of things, but, like, he's just also constantly a hypocrite.
You have become the thing you've sworn to destroy.
I like to imagine like the whole changing suit things, how that would work in real life, where like Batman is like, oh shit, I gotta change clothes to defeat Batman and get over this obstacle. He's like, oh shit, I left my other suit at home. I don't have I don't have the underwear I need to defeat this guy. What do I do?
Okay, William, that guy,
Yeah.
Worst Critic, he asked, can we get merch of
I know,
the
I just
Gamer
read that.
TM?
I just read that.
Do
You know
I
what?
have your permission as the curator and creator of the game to have like a shirt made of that or a poster or something?
Shit, dude, I don't know. I gotta think of that.
You gotta preserve the editorial independence of the Joker gamer thing.
You know what? I get 50% of the profit.
For just calling him the gamer, even though people have been making those jokes for like 3 years.
Yeah.
What are you, fucking Walt Disney?
Yep. How many erasures supposed to be fit onto the game trademark t-shirt? You know what? As many
You'd think, less than you'd hope.
as many as we can think of. Which hopefully isn't a lot.
Bombastic AR asks, Xavier, where's my gay Iceman shirt?
That is fair.
You know what?
I would buy
That's
one
a
of
good
those,
one. That's a
honestly.
thing for us to collaborate on.
Do you guys in this stream know that William here is the one who like animated that? Like that was all him. I just came up with like the script and the storyboard, and then he just took off from there.
The storyboard, if you go to his channel, you can see how detailed it is. Wink, wink.
Oh God! Don't make fun of how bad I am at drawing. I
You've
tried,
gotten
okay,
gotten better.
a little bit, but anyway, I don't know. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, he animated that whole thing, and he did a great job.
I could have done better though.
Oh shush! You
That
always
always-
say that.
that always-
You always make amazing, impeccable things, and look at them and go, "Ah, it's not good enough."
Man, I'm my own worst critic, okay? I
Something
kinda made
cool
a-
has something
Okay.
cool has asked about 70 times in this chat. How do you like the fact that this is the best Superman game? I don't know. I think we liked it a lot when we didn't respond to it the first 14 times.
I think no. Okay, well I didn't see it to be fair, but I think if
I've
this is the
seen
best
it.
Superman
He's been
game,
doing it for like an hour.
I think if this is the best Superman game, then the bar is set way fucking low.
Honestly.
We're just relax. We're just joshing. I'm just poking fun. I'm
I'm
just busting your balls.
We're just joshing.
Just
I'm not a-
joshing.
Not a ball buster.
Just joshing your chain.
Did you know that that's actually... I didn't think that was actually like a real thing that you can use the word just joshing to be like, oh, we're just messing around.
No,
You
yeah.
didn't know about that?
No.
The first time
It's
they
been
even
a
heard
thing
it.
forever.
Gosh.
Oh, look, it's the giant coin from the Batman animated series.
Oh yeah.
Fucking love the giant penny. By the way, David, fun fact. In high school, you remember when Josh ran for student body president and he had all those posters up around school for asking for people to vote for him, and his slogan was "He doesn't josh around,"
Oh,
I
that's-
don't
that's so
remember
cheesy.
this.
or something like "He's not joshing."
That's so cheesy. I love it.
I'm gonna be honest, I
Yeah.
don't remember this.
Where is the kryptonite?
Josh, if you're watching this, I'm proud of you, man. Keep doing you.
He doesn't watch our stuff.
He does.
You know who I am.
Look, again, this cutscene is hampered by the fact that Batman has giant, stupid boxing gloves on.
Very good.
I don't like the alternate costumes. They're bad. Just
I've
have
always
him be
found it-
Batman.
I've always found it weird how Batman doesn't glide.
Okay.
Even though that's a thing that like the Arkham games and the Nolan movies sort of like popularized. I could be wrong about that, but I'm basing that off
In
the
these
fact that in
games?
the animated series, he would always use like a special gadget to glide around, and not his cape.
I think in the animated series they made the assumption that the cape was just a cape, and that like if he would ever glide, it would have to be through some other means.
Yeah,
But
that's what
I think like
I don't know what
the
popularized-
Batman, the 2005 cartoon, I think that had a little bit of gliding in it.
Oh, that did. What came first,
Yeah.
the movie or the cartoon?
I think the movie, because like the reason
Okay.
Batman's so young in that is because they want him to be more like Christian Bale.
Okay, then the movie popularized it.
See, we can't rely
Yeah.
And then the Arkham games took it even further.
I swear, like there is a little bit of a gliding mechanic in at least Lego Batman 3. I'm not sure about this one because I'm not playing it.
Actually, the Batman Begins.
Okay, so with
had
this
a
game,
gliding-
you only have the gliding mechanic if you're with a specific suit.
Yeah, that was in the first game as well, which I found really annoying, or really odd rather, especially after seeing Batman Begins. Because I played the first one.
So was it just Batman Begins where they got the idea of having like the electrifiable cape that allows you to glide?
Well, I
could
mean,
be
like
wrong.
his cape has been able to glide before in the comics, but being able, like the actual mechanism for it, that was the first thing that came.
Okay, yeah, because because I was just thinking about the Tim Burton version where it's just a cape, and he very glamorously slides it around a lot, but it's just a cape.
And showed up. I like how Superman is in this game. He's a cool guy.
He's a playboy. I
He's
mean,
a solid
Boy
dude.
Scout.
It makes me sad that just Superman being a nice guy is just like such a hard concept to grasp. Here's the character. He's really strong and could blow up the universe if he wanted, but he doesn't because he's just a really chill guy.
I mean-
He's nice.
Because Batman.
I
made
mean,
it.
I've been reading up about Zack Snyder, and I'm convinced that he ruined Superman, but besides, he's just kind of a shitty person in general.
Man, Superman Returns isn't that bad of a.
Remember when he just used remember when he said in an Entertainment Weekly article that like the most terrifying thing for teenage guys was somebody coming on to was a gay person coming on to them, and that's why he made a Xerxes in 300 so he coded him
Flamboyant.
gay, because it's like,
So
there's
what?
nothing
Wow.
scarier than a gay person coming on you.
Yeah, dude.
So
that's-
he made that. Is that why in 300 Xerxes is kind of
Yeah.
flamboyant and
Yep.
effeminate?
Yep.
David just said that.
That's what I was literally just saying.
Zack Snyder, I did not even know that that's a thing that he said, but that does not.
I mean, it
surprise me at all.
also makes sense when you remember what was brought up in the last stream, which is that Zack Snyder said that if he had done Batman Begins, then he would have added a prison rape scene.
Would've Gotten,
Oh yeah, you would have added a Batman being molested in prison.
Yeah, raped in prison. You know what's funny? I actually pulled up the exact quote, but I never read it out. But it was like, if I wanted to do something dark with Batman Begins, I would have had Batman get raped in prison. That's dark to me. And then the same thing with Superman
Yeah.
Returns. He's like, superheroes aren't meant to be fun. If you think about it, they're really dark. So I would have had Superman rip people's arms off. Like,
Did he say that?
I don't know if it's about like Superman Returns, but he said that about Superman just in general.
Jesus Christ, dude.
That explains a lot in terms of why his Superman is like that. Just
Well,
really
I
dark
mean,
and
I'm surprised it's taken as long as it has for people to have pointed out in Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead remake. There's a scene where they blame the zombie apocalypse on Muslims and gays.
Yeah.
why are you gay?
I kind of tried to interpret that as like a parody where it's like the media trying to spin something terrible to
I think the point of that
an agenda.
it was okay. So I think with that, it's like how James Gunn wrote that script, and if James Gunn had directed that movie, it would have ended up being a lot more satirical than it was, but then when
That
Zack
movie
Snyder directed it...
ended up being, like, really fucking, like, dull and dour and sad.
Well, it's because Zack Snyder, doesn't get irony.
What do you mean? He totally gets irony. Have you seen Batman vs Superman?
Yeah, it's such an ironic movie.
He made that movie, ironically.
If only we were so lucky. So, like, Zack Snyder... He took a tongue-in-cheek script and he just made it without a hint of irony because he doesn't get what that is.
He does get what it is. It's the ultimate irony. Make everything seem so serious. That's the joke. Is that everything that's supposed to be stupid is now serious, and that's the irony behind it.
And everything that's supposed to be serious is stupid?
Yeah, isn't that funny, guys? Isn't that deep? Isn't that like glowing brain logic?
Damn. Holy shit, you cracked the code.
Of course. I'm a motherfucking genius.
That you are.
Thank you.
Well, we've done 2 90-minute streams on this game today so far.
Nice.
Man, I can keep going all day. I can do this all day.
I'm honestly getting a little winded. Maybe
How about
maybe
we...
you guys can continue without me?
I say we just finish this level and then we wrap things up.
Yeah. With a
Alright,
dynamic
yeah,
trio.
we can do that. So what does Batman do to Joker now that he knows where the Batcave is?
He's never gonna mention this again.
They're never gonna acknowledge it. I don't think they do in Batman 3, Lego Batman 3. I think they just ignore that.
Well, besides,
Cyborg
like...
Diego asks, guys, is Zack Snyder a gamer?
That he is.
He is the gamer.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if like Zack Snyder's playing Fortnite and he's complaining about how like chipper it is. A game with guns. Why is everything so colorful? Oh my god, this is so stupid.
Why is
If
it
I
so
were to make a
cartoony?
game about guns, I would have the guns raping people.
That's amazing. I love it.
That's one for the stream highlights, but just censor the word rape.
People are gonna people are gonna think I said the N-word.
No. If you it'll the first sound of the word will be in there.
I know that was a joke.
Cause that really says a lot about society, bro. Like, wake up, sheeple. Our heroes are traitors.
Oh my god, is J. Jonah Jameson from Spider-Man PS4 a gamer?
Back in my day, we were playing with TeamSpeak, not this Discord garbage.
Back in my day, we used Skype. What do you kids use? Discord? More like
Back when I was gaming, we only had 2 types of stone blocks in Minecraft. Now there's 100.
It sounded like you said back when I was gay.
Oh no.
Back when I was gay before I went to that camp that helped me purge the evils.
Oh no. You just killed us all there.
If I production, hey, lay off. I still use Skype. My
I'm
condolences.
sorry for
man.
that.
I'm so sorry.
You poor man. Have you noticed how Skype just, like, really pathetically updated its entire UI to look as much like Discord as possible?
Oh yeah.
That's
Thanos
really
in the-
sad and pathetic.
Adrian Rodriguez said Thanos in the MCU is anti-gamer. I agree. That's why we had to chop his head off.
He snaps his fingers and all the gamers disappear.
All the non-gamers stay. That makes so much sense. That's why Peter Parker fucking dies. Star-Lord dies.
Peter Parker is a gamer.
Groot dies.
Because Gru was playing that fucking video game all those other...
Captain America doesn't die because he's a boomer. Warren stays alive because he's a military man.
And then
doesn't
remember
have
when
time.
Iron Man was like, that guy's playing Galaga?
Yeah.
The reason he
doesn't
called
like
it out
it.
is because he doesn't like the games. That's why
Oh
he
my
stayed.
God. Oh my
You've
god.
cracked the code.
You cracked the code.
We understand what he really wanted.
We understand
Thanos hates
we understand
gamers.
the philosophy of the MCU.
They
Thank
really
you,
are
Kevin
the most
Feige.
depressed group of all.
Thank you, Kevin Feige.
Thank you, Kevin. Very cool.
Okay, this is epic. Man, I take back every negative thing I said about the MCU. It really is all that.
And a bag of chips. It is all that, and a bag of chips.
Batman
That's right.
breathes heavily into the microphone and munches his chips.
Get it? Because I'm Batman. By the way, have you guys noticed that I'm like in every thumbnail? Like ever? Like in these streams? Because my avatar and like everything is Batman.
So we always put Batman in the middle because that's Scrubs. That's how he's
right.
represented.
See, the vector lines from Xavier and David, their positioning, draws your eyes to me because I'm the center of attention. I'm
Yes,
the
you
main
are.
focus of these streams.
That is
Obviously.
100% true.
That is. See? We cracked the code. This is deep. We're on some real shit. No joke though, it sounds like we smoked the fuck on a crack and then we just did the stream.
I can understand how that impression could be given.
How do you geek... What?
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 Woo-woo?
What about Thor? He's a gamer and he lived. Okay, he became a gamer in Endgame, but before that he wasn't a gamer.
Yeah.
So that doesn't count.
It was the urge to game that saved his life.
Was Thanos secretly trying to save all the gamers by killing them?
Yes.
Wait, you
Now
guys
they
are
won't have to live in the gamers won't have to listen to they won't have to live in this terrifying world anymore.
asks, wait, you guys aren't high as a kite? No.
No, all of us are 100% sober. We're just like this.
Yeah.
And that's really bad.
Honestly.
How many racial slurs did Thor... The worst critic asks how many racial slurs did Thor say off screen during Endgame?
Oh, so many.
Look.
So many. I
If
guess
we were to
that's
say them all, we would get demonetized and canceled.
I guess we just have to wait for the fanfics to find out.
How the fuck did Korg and Meek survive?
They weren't gamers.
Man, I'm surprised how weird, like, how weirdly they implemented Meek into that whole thing. Because, like, in Planet Hulk and World War Hulk, he's the one who sets off the bomb that blows up Hulk's new home and kills everyone. And he's like, I did it because you became too weak and you seem to be too happy. We need to be warriors. And now in the MCU, he just has no dialogue. Like, Meek was this fucking, like, psychopath who killed, like, 10 billion people. And then Hulk smashed him to pieces.
So I do get the criticism of, like...
Of a gamer.
You were saying?
I do get that there's I personally do really like Thor Ragnarok, but I do get that there's some criticism of it, especially relating to the fact that it's not very close to the comics.
Well, because, like, World War Hulk was, like, probably the best, or at least one of the best Hulk stories
Planet
in
Hulk,
the
you
past
mean?
couple decades. Planet Hulk and subsequently World War Hulk, they kind of go hand in hand.
Okay.
And, like, they took all of those really cool ideas from that and implemented them into, like, a road trip buddy comedy when, like, in a vacuum, that was probably one of the darker stories in Marvel and probably one of the most thought-provoking. And it feels a little frustrating that they took something that had a lot of potential for emotional stakes and drama and even a little bit of social commentary about, you know, like, because that was one of the reasons that the Hulk was so mad, is because he hated how all the other heroes decided that because he was too dangerous that they would, like, kill him for the greater good.
The greater good.
And he's like, well, who are you to decide what the greater good is and which life is worth saving and which isn't? Like, you're just as bad as some of the villains we fight now. You know, and that kind of thing. And Yeah, it was just a lot of good shit in there. And then fucking Thor Ragnarok, it's just played for jokes, and Hulk has his dick hanging out, and it's haha poopy, and then he falls over.
I get that that's I respect that criticism, and I think I would say the same to those people, the same thing that I say to people when I say that I like the X-Men movies, is that I just come from a different perspective where, considering where the stories, what this story was in other versions, isn't a big deal to me. It's not something I'm familiar with, so I'm like, I'm just going with what's on the screen.
You're able to just accept it for what it is, not what it could have been.
And I like what it is. And that's about it. And I think that's just...
Like, think about Winter Soldier. Like, Winter Soldier could have been something...
yeah.
That video coming out soon.
Yep.
It's that same kind of thing, is where if they just took it a little different direction, it probably would have been something more memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost as if somebody might make a video about that.
This is my honest opinion.
I still think Winter Soldier kicks ass, but I
well,
agree
listen,
with a lot of the points you made.
I agree with that 100%. Part of the movie is like, I've talked about what I like about it. Like, the action scenes are a lot of fun in that movie, and there's a lot of good things in that movie. It's just that
there's a lot of good characters.
It kind of just fumbled at the last minute there.
Yeah, you had a problem with the ending.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me. I was gonna say though, like, my opinion regarding the whole movies based on comics is you don't have to make them one-to-one with what the comics do. Like, I understand, changing stuff up to make it original and not predictable, but I feel like the exception of that is you're gonna make a movie adaptation of a comic book. Stick to the tone, because the tone is what makes it memorable and what makes it what it is.
The actual like minute details aren't as important as long as like you get the same kind of feel.
Like, if something is really dark, like if the comic has a really dark storyline, make that adaptation dark. Don't make it fun and lighthearted.
I mean, that's why even though Logan has nothing to do with the book, Old Man Logan,
right?
Like, people didn't really mind it because it still had the same kind of tone. It's like,
it still feels
Wolverine
the same way. That's why it was really
Wolverine is
memorable.
old and regretful and looking back on his life and wishing things had gone differently. That same kind of a feel for it, and like that same kind of melancholy tone.
Right, and that's why it was so memorable, because it was like, oh shit, this is like the comics in terms of tone, but it's not the exact same story. I could vibe with that. Whereas, like, if you were to take something like, again, the example of Ragnarok, that story in the comics was fucking dark, right? It was the end of Asgard. Don't make it a comedy. Make us feel the impact.
Like, as Asgard explodes as like kind of like a joke, where he's like, "Hey, maybe it's okay," and then it blows up, and he goes, "Oh, never mind."
Well, the whole point of that is that I do think that the dramatic elements of that movie worked. It's just that part of it wasn't the focus.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the problem that I have with it. Like, I love that movie. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I think it's great. I would watch it over and over again. But from an adaptation point of view, if the comic is dark and is gritty, and the whole emphasis of the comic is Asgard is gonna fucking blow up, big change is going to happen, make that the focus of the movie.
So I just want to ask, why does Batman have a giant robot dinosaur in his basement?
Because it's cool.
The robot T-Rex. I swear to God, at some point, one of his villains used it to try to attack him, and then he beat them, and then was like, "I'm gonna keep this. This is cool."
Okay.
And that's why. It's the same as the giant penny. Is that it was like some stupid ass game.
It's a reference to a bit from the comics. Got it.
Two-Face was trying to drop it on him or something.
The Batcave isn't just Batman's headquarters, it's almost like a museum for,
yeah,
like,
he's got a ton of souvenirs laying around.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that encounter I had with Two-Face, or Penguin, or whoever.
Especially in Batman Beyond, where, like, he has even more stuff. Like, he has full-on costume from, like, deceased villains. Like,
yeah. He's built like mannequins that look like them for training.
Oh yeah, he's just got display cases with like the costumes of old villains. Like, he's got Mr. Freeze's gun on display, and it actually still works. Or he has like Harley Quinn's outfit on a mannequin
Alrighty then,
somewhere.
that mission just wrapped up.
Nice.
Hey,
We're having such a nice conversation too. That was like the only
did
part
they
of
find out that Batman is Bruce Wayne?
They're like, that's interesting, and then they never thought about it.
Why does Batman live directly under Bruce Wayne's house? Look,
They must-
He's just, huh?
They must
He's
be
pointing out.
roommates.
I don't live in Bruce Wayne's basement. He lives in my attic.
They didn't think about it or acknowledge it or anything. Okay, all right.
They did. They're just like, oh, that's Bruce Wayne's house. I don't like that guy. And that was the end of it.
So, F Productions asks, so the Boomer Wayne stole the gamer's costume?
Yep.
I'll hang around and see your hands. Remember,
This is gamer discrimination.
I'm so proud of what we ended up accomplishing in this stream.
kryptonite.
We've
Even though-
accomplished wonders.
We've accomplished so much.
That's
More than
what it was
any
the whole time.
more than any human
What
can
powers
ever
the
hope to
destructive
accomplish.
device. I picked up kryptonite on the
We've
battlefield
done
site.
great things, gentlemen.
We've
Woo.
saved the world
And
by getting a
I
really-
want Ben to figure out how to cut to the funniest moments of it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's gonna have a lot
many
of
hours
footage
is that?
to work with. Because since we're streaming like
you know what?
Since we're streaming
I'm
like three...
absolutely aware that like there's 30 minutes of us talking about it. He's probably gonna only show like the best like
2
6 to 10
seconds.
at most.
Yeah.
Need a hand?
He's got a lot of footage to comb through because we're streaming like 3 hours once a week.
Oh God, yeah.
Three
But like,
hours. The first
I
stream
would
that we
love
did,
to have.
this one is.
I would love to have some new episodes of stream highlights come out soon.
There's the thing about streaming. It's a lot harder to, like, not a lot harder, but like, fuck, where was I going with this?
I don't know.
Getting funny content, right? Like as you're streaming live,
Mm-hmm.
is a lot harder than, you know, say you were recording and you're like hanging out with friends. It's a lot easier to like upload funny content there.
Yeah,
Because
and this is why
You
I
can
get
just cut
people
out
to
all the
join
really
me.
shitty stuff. Yeah, we can bounce off each other and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Alright then. That is the last
Alrighty
mission.
then.
We are going to sign off now. Everybody...
Okay,
We'll be back hopefully next Friday.
We'll be back
Friday.
next Friday. Everybody have a wonderful time and
Oh, next Saturday
enjoy
for Australia, not New Zealand.
your
Shut up.
existences.
See you around, gang.
See you next Saturday. Bye.